I'm Dr. Jessica Ash, and this is the YouTube channel Mindset Growth. I mentor highly able people in developing nations in their quest to get to the global stage. So today, in that light, I am interviewing a man who embodies the principles of personal leadership for the community. His name is Ahmed Abba Umar. He is the president of the Association for Progressive African Youth, Ajaf, in Nigeria. He holds a diploma in cooperative and economic management from Kano State Polytech, a postgraduate diploma in customer relationship management from the Nigerian Institute of Customer Relationship Management. Beyond that, he has certificates in understanding human rights and understanding the rights of women and girls from the United States Department of State. And he's here today to talk to us about his efforts to obtain quality education for the youth in Nigeria. Welcome, Ahmed.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you very much. Well,
So, can you tell us a little bit about your mission and about AJAP's mission?
okay. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself and my organization. My name is Ahmed Abba Umar. I am the founder of Ajaf Nigeria, Association for Progressive African Youth, Ajaf. Our organization has branches in over 48 African countries, which we have the same mission, vision, and core value. Our mission is to work for the creation of framework of expression, valuing the construction of youth, the social and economic development. Our vision, we believe that youth has important role to play, especially in peace development. The contribution of youth to the prosperous, peaceful, democratic, and conservative Africa. So this is a little bit about my organization and myself. And our organization, Ajaf Nigeria, we are more focused on SDG Goal 4, which we believe that obtaining quality education is a foundation of sustainable development in addition to improving the quality of life. Access to exclusive education will solve the current challenge that we face in our society. Like say, I grew up in very normal society. We have a lot of challenges, poverty, and so many things like you see in my pictures. So I try to organize my local community and assist them with my little resource that I have.
That's
I
amazing.
Yes.
These images are quite powerful, Ahmed, and your efforts are very results oriented. I noticed that you are a self-labeled serial social entrepreneur. I would also call you a social engineer because you work with so many people all across Nigeria trying to better the future for the youth. So I can see some of the challenges, and some of the challenges to quality education might be quite obvious to you, but I would love for you to tell our viewers some of the challenges that you face in getting quality education to youth in Nigeria.
Well, I faced so many challenges. The first challenge I faced in my life is loss of parents, which make me more strong to focus on what I currently do. I lost my mom when I was 10 years old, and I lost my father when I was 18 years old. So, which make me to be more strong and powerful and focused. I'm very proud all the time. I'm the person sponsoring my education from secondary up to the university level. I've been suffer a lot. I've been struggling. I've been working from morning to evening just to save the money and pay for my school fee. Nobody do this for me. I'm very proud about that. Well,
I'd like to say
yes,
one thing here. I'd like to acknowledge that the word resilience is a very important concept in overcoming hardship. And there are so many people who have lost their parents who get lost in their sadness. And so many of them would not be able to say that made me resilient. And I'm very impressed with your ability to look on that, on those tragedies as sources for personal growth and resilience is the exact word for that. So I wanted to acknowledge how important that was.
Well,
Go ahead.
okay. So regarding the challenge on quality education in Nigeria, especially in northern part of Nigeria, you know the major challenge we face here in northern Nigeria. There is some parents they don't even believe in wasting education in many states. So I try my best to go from different angles to ensure that I encourage that parent to allow the children to go to school. I've been to many villages around my community and talk to them. Education is the key to source. I tell them some little bit about myself in order to encourage them to allow the children, especially girl child, because most of the girls in our local community they get married around the age of 10, 12, 13, 15, most of them. So we try our best to ensure we end that thing by encouraging the parents to send their children to schools. In fact, the major problem we face, another problem, most of the uh, school teachers, they are not qualified because of corruption, because of politics. Our government, they don't pull eyes on education sector. Like according to media outlets in 2018 to 2019, the government has invested only 8.44% to education. And according to UNESCO, they said 26% of the country total allocation should go into the education. But in our country, Nigeria, our government invests only 8.44% to education. So it's not enough. And again, there is so many problems regarding the educational sectors in Nigeria. Not even in my northern part of Nigeria, all over Nigeria. But the worst thing is in northern Nigeria because there is a lot of poverty, illiteracy, terrorism, and so many things.
Basic needs. So, what I'm hearing is that the families in some way need a paradigm shift to permit education for their children. And then, I'm happy to help you uh, through my nonprofit, Global Mobility, to help train any teachers that you would like me to train.
Thank you very much for offering this to us. We really appreciate. Uh, sometimes the challenge, most of the parents, they are not well financially okay. So they don't want to send their children to school because they think that if they send the children to school, they must pay school fee, they must buy some textbooks, exercise, and pen. So, and they don't have the source to do that. Last year, 2019, I try my best to donate some exercise books, which you see in my picture. I give exercise and pencil for free to many primary school in my communities. And this year, 2019, 20, for teach them some skill acquisition so that, but that one is for uh, girls around the age of 18 years, 15, 18, and 13. So I'm planning to teach skills so that they will be independent and create some source of income for themselves in order to be able to save the money and sponsor their own education without waiting for the government. I believe that our our governments they don't have the capacity to do everything especially for youth in Nigeria. So we have to. It is good to create some avenue that we can help our local community. So
I love,
this is what-
yeah, I love your focus on, you're not focusing on the government. The government is, you're just focusing on what you can do and what you control. So we're kind of running out of time. But I really wanted you I wanted to show pictures and give you a chance to talk a little bit about your amazing program to distribute face masks to students across Nigeria. Can you tell us a little bit about that quickly?
Hello.
Hi, I can hear you now. There was a small glitch, but I think it's okay.
Yes, I having issue with my network. Please, can you repeat your question again?
Yes, I said we're kind of running out of time, but maybe we can show the pictures of another event that you organized that I'm very impressed with, and that you, with no resources, you were able to get hundreds of face masks distributed to students across your country. Can you tell us 30 seconds about that?
Yes, regarding our face masks distribution of face masks, I came up with this idea. This picture is food. I provide food to some children, which the parents they don't have the resource to feed them. So most of the time I save him money and buy food and give them the food for free. And regarding the face masks, there is unexpected resumption of academic activities of the exiting class, those that's writing final exam in secondary schools. So I came up with this idea how I can, since I don't have the much resource, so I came up with a little idea why can't donate face masks to those students in order to protect themselves. So I, the truth is, at that time, I don't have resource to do that. I contact one of my friends, Mr. Shehu Gajo. I say, Mr. Shehu, I have an idea, but I don't have the resource to implement my idea. He asked me, which idea, Mr. Ahmed? I say, I went to donate some test marks to students and my local community. You say, wow, this is great. He asked me how much the face mask will cost. I say, well, I don't know, but I will contact the tailor. I went to the tailor and asked the tailor how much for the face masks. I need face masks, like 500 pieces of face masks. The tailor, he calculated the money. He said it's around 50,000 naira for the tailor, for the yard, and for the material and the labor of the tailor. I say, okay, I don't have money now, but I will think about. I go back to my friend and ask my friend. So I asked the tailor. The tailor, he said it's 50,000 naira. Well, 50,000 is around $150. Then my friend at that time, he gave me around 10,000 naira, and I have some little money with me. I complete the 20,000 naira. I give the tailor. Then the tailor, he start the work. After 2 weeks, he finished the work. I go back to tailor and complete the remaining balance of him, which is 30,000 naira. Then there's another thing again. After I collect the face marks, I have to go and put our logo on that face marks. So I don't have the capacity to put the logo of that face marks, but I say, okay, no problem. Maybe I will just share the face marks now. But there's the remaining. I shared around 200 pieces of face marks. Now I have over 300 pieces remaining, which I give to the printing department to put our logo on it. So
Okay, well, that's an amazing example of being results oriented, and we've shown pictures of it. So thank you for all of your work. I wanted to tell you that we'll have to have you back again to talk about more of your efforts, because we didn't get a chance to talk about all of it. I want to thank you for being with us today, and I look forward to teaching your students next Saturday.
okay, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, Ahmed.